Now today we're gonna wrap up Sermon on the Mount. All right, I hope you all still reading. All right, I wish I have more weeks to just digging on these 3 chapters. What are few chapters of Sermon on the Mount? What are the chapters? Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 5 to 7. Okay, I hope you know it. Sermon on the Mount is Matthew 5 to 7. All right, I have my Bible reader, John. Okay, he's going to read 2 verses for us. Chapter 7, verse 13 to 14. All right.
Enter by the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way easy that leads to destruction, and those who enter by it are many. The gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life, and those who find it are few.
Okay. Thank you, John. Let's pray again. Father God, thank you for your sermon, for your words. So help us to not just know the word, but also know how to do it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, so you know, Sermon now is 5 to 7. All right, this is very important. All right, 5 to 7, 3 chapters, and we can break it down into like this: Christian characters of beings. Remember the Beatitudes? Can you name one Beatitudes for me? Beatitude. Press R. Okay, you see, that's a beatitude. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for the kingdom of heaven is theirs. All right, that is being. But then the big chunk is doing, and the final is obedience. Okay, so what are the doings talking about? Anger, lust, divorce, revenge. Not your enemy. Talk about that. Giving prayer. Lord's prayer is Lord's prayer. Okay, the Lord's prayer is in chapter 6. All right, we go memorize the Lord's prayer. So you can see this is very important. This is the core part of the Bible. And the fasting, treasure, and money. Last week, Pastor Richard talked about. Do not worry. Okay, this is a big trust. Unfortunately, we don't have time to dig into each one, and I hope you, when you read in your daily devotion, you get to understand those things. All right, judging others, asking. So today we're gonna and then come to 12 is this golden rule. So in everything, do to others what you would have them to do to you. For this sum up the law and the promise. Okay, so this is a big chunk of the Sermon on the Mount. And now today we have to conclude it with 3 parts, with a choice. Alright? It's pretty easy. We listen to a great sermon, after that, bye-bye, sayonara, and then go home. Even especially, wow, Jesus preaching. If Jesus here to preach, probably, what do you do? You probably can overnight here, right? You get a ticket, right? Oh, but what happens after you listen? And that's what Jesus doesn't want us just after listening to this great sermon and go home the same. So at the end of the sermon, he gave us 3 illustrations to warn us, to encourage us. Don't just listen, but do something. So there's three illustrations here. 2 gates. We just heard from John read that 2 trees and 2 foundations. And this 2 is very common in the Jewish culture. Okay, in our modern day, we like to have more than 2 choices, right? What ice cream do you like to eat? Chocolate and non-chocolate. No, you have more choice, right? Or every time I go to the store, I always couldn't figure it out. There's so many choices. But in the Jewish culture, usually just 2. Be easy, right? Just 2. So you see all these 2? And this course, it's a choice, not chance, that determines your destination. It's a choice, not chance. Our daily choice going to determine our destination. So this is very important. How do you choose? What do you choose? Right? This morning you choose to be here. I hope nobody force you. Probably some kids' parents force you. But when you have no one force you, what would you choose? And that's why we come down to these three illustrations. And this is in the Old Testament. Remember the end of Deuteronomy. Moses also talked about this. So it's very interesting that Moses also received the word of God, 10 Commandments, on the mount from the mountain, right? And here in the New Testament time, Jesus on the mountain and speak. You see a lot of these connections. Because we don't live in the Jewish culture, so probably it seems very far. Who's going to preach on the mountain? Right? But you think about for them, it's really represent how Moses now coming on the New Testament, Jesus also speak the word of God on the mountain. And the end of Moses preaching, same thing. He gave them two choices. See, I said to you today, a blessing and a curse. The blessing of you obey the command of the Lord, your God, I'm giving to you today. The curse if you disobey the command of the Lord. So the New Testament is really continue to follow the Old Testament. It's nothing new. The end of the preaching, the end of what God always say, okay, now it's a choice. You're going to obey and the blessing or disobey its consequence. Oftentimes we're going to choose in the middle. Do nothing. Actually, do nothing is default what? Disobey. Okay? So, normally, if you don't do any choice, that's a problem. Okay? Alright? So now we first going to look at this. Two gates. So we just read. What are two types of gates? One is wide, one is narrow. Alright. So, Bible open. Next week is break time. So if you didn't catch up, I hope you don't miss this time. Because we don't know when we next time come back to Sermon on the Mount. And if you're a Christian, you miss this, you're going to miss a lot. Because every time you're going to hear most people, non-Christian politicians, talk about it, is Sermon on the Mount. Really, I guarantee you, everybody's going to call Sermon on the Mount. And if you say, I'm a Christian, and I don't know, oh, actually, that's from Sermon on the Mount. Oh, don't say your pastor's name, okay? All right. All right. So first one is, don't follow the crowd. Enter the narrow gate, for the gate is wide and the way is easy that leads to destruction, and those who enter by it are many. Number is very important out there, right? We just talk about poll, right? The every day during the election, oh, we're going to see who has more votes, right? In the inauguration, people argue how many people, and the council, how many people, and then in church, we're going to count, oh, how many churches go to on Sunday morning. We are very, very concerned about the number. And oftentimes we think bigger is better, more is better, right? If everybody does this thing, everybody buy iPhone, it must be good, right? If anybody dress buy certain type of clothes, they must be good. We tend to think about many is good. Think about this. Oftentimes the children complain to the mom, oh, everybody has the video game. That means that, what does that mean? Because many people have, they must be good, that I need to have. But is that true? Just because everybody is doing it doesn't mean it's right or usual. True. So Jesus warned us first, don't follow the crowd. And doesn't mean the crowd is not important, okay? It's very important that Christian shouldn't be alone. If you are alone, a Christian, you're in trouble. We need to be together, right? So every Sunday we get together, I hope you gain energy because you know you're not alone. Especially in a day and time like this, we need to cross the Christian. But we need to be careful what type of crowd we are close We don't want to follow the crowd, but we need to follow Jesus. And that's not that easy. For the gate is narrow and the way is hard that leads to life. And those who find it are few. You see that? Again, the default is what? There are two choices. Narrow gate and wide gate. The default is what? Because I was a computer programmer, before you design something, you always need to have a default choice, right? Okay, we all know that, right? And if you didn't choose anyone, then we're going to go to next. Boom, warning, you got to make a choice, otherwise you're going to go to next. Or if you don't give you the default, you didn't see, boom, you go next. Then that's a default choice. Your default choice is wise, right? That's our tendency. We always want to follow the easy way. We want to follow the crowd. So you didn't intentionally make the choice, the hard choice, to follow Jesus. So that's the first thing Jesus wants us. There's two gates. Narrow or wide. Easy or hard. Many or few. Alright. And sometimes the choice is difficult. And you need to pay the price. And Jesus wanted it. In the Beatitude, Jesus talked about what? That chapter 5, they said, blessed are the persecuted, right? Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Probably so many news, so you don't pay attention to this news. This also last week. This grandma, this nice grandma, she ran a flower store for many, many years. But when the gay couple come, they want her to do a gay marriage party. She know this person. That's her client. She know the person for many years. She sell the flower to him, no problem. But when he asked her to say, I want to do it for the wedding, he said, sorry, I couldn't do that. I believe God teaches the marriage is sacred. It's for man and woman. So she kindly refers to this many flowers shop, we can do it for you. Can you do X other people? They sue her. And the Supreme Court of Washington State just pounding on her, she lost that. And then she got to lost everything. And that's what we need to pay the price. This is the culture pounding on us. If you don't confirm, then we're in trouble. So we realize that the church is in the midst of this type of a spiritual battle. The spiritual point is one day there could be me, right? If some couple gets me to do the official wedding, I said, no, sorry, the Bible said I couldn't do that, then the church is going to be shut down too. And they're coming sooner than later, right? Maybe in our lifetime this will happen. I hope it's not. I hope my promise is wrong, okay? But really, this is reality. It may happen very sooner than we would think about because the court already doing this way. So, yes, if that's come, okay, we'll be very, very happy because Jesus already warned us. Blessed are those who are persecuted for the righteous sake, for theirs is kingdom of heaven. So there's price we need to pay. Second, there's two trees. To have a trees. Beware of the false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inward are ravenous wolves. These are all related. We all like to hear the good words, right? But interesting here, there's a false prophet. The outside is like sheep, but inside is wolf. You know this word? The Chinese call what? 良药苦口. The good medicine for health tastes bitter for the mouth. Do you have that? When I was there, I always need to eat those Chinese medicine, the whole bowl of bitter liquid. Oh, that kills you. Really? You have that experience? Easily, that's the most terrible thing you can eat. And my mom said, yeah, that's bitter. That's what's good for you. Whoa! But not only bitter, there's a lot. whole bowl. Usually you won't drink water with a whole bowl, right? You drink a cup, but the whole bitter water, you gotta swallow it, and that's good for you. All right. And what's next say? Good advice is harsh to the ear. All right. So sometimes we all like to hear the good thing, and actually the Bible talks about it. This is the end of the time. People want to hear something that itches their ears. Ah, I like that. Oh, cool, because you already agree with that. So when people say it's and it's very challenge for the pastor, really, right? If I know actually, I will not say something to make you guys love me. I was in the army doing all this professionally. Maybe I go to the but am I faithful to what God's word? That's more important. And look at the Old Testament time. The prophet is all what? Prophet say all this word. The king got so angry and then persecuted. And that's why God called prophet to do it. And so that's, in a way, is messenger's challenge. The audience like to hear something, please them. So better to get heard by the truth than comforted with a lie. You know, actually, the Satan is the father of lie. In the very beginning. Remember when God said, "Should eat the fruit of knowing knowledge evil," right? The day you eat it, you will surely what? Die. And the serpent showed up to Eve, say, "Hey, don't worry, you eat it, you shouldn't die. Actually, you'll be like God." Wow. And that's what we sing. We like to hear something good for ourselves. So we need to train our ear. And if I say something not biblically, I just want to please the crowd, you should rebuke me. Okay? And hope you know what I'm preaching is right, because you know the Bible. That's a problem in a lot of old medieval time, because people don't read the Bible. So whatever the priest, whatever say, they know, oh yes. But now everybody has the Bible, right? And the job together is, especially pastor, is really expose the Bible, the word, and that's really know the words, and that's what God wants us to know. It's not here to just like having a good time. So, right? That's what Satan, the serpent said. You shouldn't die. Just twist the word. So we need to be careful. The Bible also warns us there are many false prophets coming out in the end of the time. Many, okay, not just few. You're going to encounter many false prophets. So are you going to listen to the word of God or listen to man's word? And by doing so, you're going to bear the fruit. So every healthy tree bears good fruit, but the diseased tree bears bad fruit. So if you have a word of God in us, and they will naturally bear the good fruit. It's not from outside. Bible always uses fruit. Can you force a tree to bear fruit from outside? Yes, you could. That's called Christmas tree. Right? Christmas tree. I like to have something, I just put it on. But Christmas tree has no life, right? After the Christmas time, you burn it. The real tree, you're gonna bear fruit from inside. And you cannot force that. It's only that you choose the word of God, and then next morning, a few days later, a month later, oh, there's a fruit! You'll be amazing, right? And that's how the word of God works. Alright? I like this. So God's salvation does not come in response to a changed life. A changed life comes in response to salvation offered as a free gift. Right? So, again, that fruit, that words, it's built inside us, and you go to bear the fruit. Right? So again, I hope you read the Bible. This is a tool. Alright? Otherwise, it couldn't squeeze the fruit. It could not. And that's you have the word of God inside. Alright? I even like this. If the egg is broken by outside force, what? Life ends. But if the egg is broken by an inside force, then what? Like the kids. Woo! Same thing, it breaks from inside or from outside. If you try to break it from outside, die, right? But you have that power of resurrection of Jesus in us. Boom! The new life begins. 2 ways, 2 trees, and then what? 2 foundations. Oh, everybody, everyone, you know this song, right? How they sing? The wise man built a house on the rock. The wise man. Maybe we should all sing that, right? So let's talk about 2 foundations. And this is really kind of very important. Okay, I didn't put it here. That's it. Look at chapter 7. This is final words for the sermon. Everyone that who hear this word of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. Hear and do it like build a house on the rock. And the other one is, you hear it, but you didn't do it. You build a house on what? Sand. Okay? You see, again, the two power, right? I hope everybody hears it, alright? Hears, but then the next thing is do it. If you do it, it's on the rock. If you do it, it's on the sand. And a very interesting thing going to happen. No matter you do it or not do it, what will happen? So James also said that the doer of the word not be the hearer only. Okay? That deceive yourself. But the one thing going to happen is rain going to fall, the flood going to come, and the wind going to blow. No matter what, who you are. Don't think, oh, I'm a Christian now, my life should be very, very smooth. How can this happen to me? No. The wind going to blow, the rain going to come up on everybody. And if we live long enough, we know, right? Everybody going to face some challenge in our life. Everybody going to get sick sometime. Nobody says, oh, I'm Christian now. I won't get sick. No. But the thing is, what would be their response? If we build it on the rock, the wind comes and you stand firm. We all know the story of 3 pigs, right? The builder's house move. But if you don't build a rock, build the sand, you're going to crash. You don't need to wait to the end of Jesus to come again. I think in our daily life, we will see that. Pressures will come. And it's our challenge. If we are not ready, it cannot sustain. And again, that's why I put it, the future is now. If we don't do it, prepare now. When the storm comes, too late. It's too late. So, whatever we do it today is for the future. Same thing for when we try to build a school. Because we cannot right away produce a certain type of person. It takes time. I'm always amazed, right? You see, we have so many young people. And I was in the age before, right? But how come every child born is so cute, but how come when they grow up, someone in the jail, someone in the mission? What happened, right? So that's something everyday choice you make, and they will determine your destination. 2 years ago, my whole family went back for Chinese New Year. Oh, every time I went back to China, to Taiwan, always something happened. So they said, you don't come back. One time I went back and they had gas explosion, the whole area, the explosion. And then 2 years ago I went back, earthquake. Oh, I was sleeping. You know, there's almost 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm really so, I sleep on third floor. I really so scared. I haven't experienced the earthquake. 6.5 is pretty big, right? And I was on third floor. I woke up. I really wanted to take all my family out, and they stopped. Thank God. Oh. But one building particularly, in the city nearby me, about half an hour. That's the 17th floor building. It's the tallest building in the area. Probably before the earthquake, people was, wow, great, this nice building. But then the earthquake hit, boom. It just tumbling down. And more than 100 people died. And you see, the area of the house, all fine. Only the house crashed. Why? Actually, a couple reasons to find out. The whole area, it was a lake before. So the soil is very soft. And that's why nobody dared to build the whole building. The highest place is like 5 stories. But they built 17 high. Also, they changed a lot of structure. The pole, the down, and then the first floor, they want to make it to a shopping place. So they make one spacious, so they alter the structure. Earthquake come. Right. So it's good to be mindful for us. Are we building our foundation on rock or sand? For a period of time, it may look even beautiful, magnificent, right? It's the tallest building in the area. But the chance is that the wind going to come, the rain going to come, no matter what. And what's the result? It's a great warning. It's also great encouragement for us. Everything what you do now is not in vain. Okay? Alright? If you eat a good diet, it's not going to in vain, right? You're going to lose your weight. Okay? So let's prepare doing this for today. Prepare for the future. And Jesus' word has authority because it's the word of God. It's not just a regular book. So I couldn't emphasize more. Please pick up and read. Alright? No matter how busy you are, every day just give you few words. And that is going to help us build the words on foundation. Of course, not just read it, but actually do it. When you have word God in you, they're going to give you the warning. When you get angry, oh, I remember what Bible said. I shall get angry, right? When you're going to get revenge, word of God pops up, and then will guide us to the right path. And so our life will be built on the foundation, the rock. So in the future, you manage that your wife, your spouse will be blessed because you don't have those kind of anger, that kind of wrath, because you're prepared, you deal with them, right? So there's so much on here God's blessing for us. So let's praise Him. Come on. And I think this is